So this is my attempt to pay it forward in the comedy game and give comedians tips on things they should look at and things that I've learned from my short 5 years of being in comedy and doing comedy. And one thing I want to talk to you about, amateur comedian. Listen, opening for people, that's what you're supposed to do as a comedian in order to get up in the ranks. You're supposed to open for other people because that's one way to network, especially even now, you know, if you're good enough or if you're in a city where comedy isn't thriving like that, but you're putting together your own comedy scene in your own city and you pretty much made a name for yourself in your city, you put yourself in a good position to where you can be recognized or called upon to open up for bigger shows that is put on by a promoter or whatever the case may be. So that way you can get light shined on you for you putting your city on in the comedy game. I allow my good friend in Duval, Shay Clemens. Now the point I'm trying to make with this is that if you're an amateur comedian, understand that that's what you're supposed to open up for comedians. And in hindsight, that don't mean shit. It don't mean nothing that you opening up for this dude. However, it is a milestone that you should be proud of. Now, when I say that opening up for people ain't shit, I only say that in the context of when you talking to another amateur comedian and you comparing accolades and you saying, oh man, I opened up for so-and-so, I'm better than you. You making it seem as if because you opened up for this person, that means that you're a better comedian than them. No, it doesn't. Because what you're looking at, you're looking in the short term. You're not looking in the long term. Because you may have opened up for this person now, who knows later on down the line that the person that you may be arguing with about who you opened up for, you might still be in that same position and you might fuck around and end up opening for the person you was arguing about and shitting on. Now how that's gonna make you feel? Just because you open for somebody, that don't mean that gives you authority to shitbag on other comedians, amateur comedians that may be in your class that may have not opened up for these people. You know what it sounds like when you try to compare your accolades for opening up for another person? You know what that sound like? That sound like two butlers or two door openers arguing with each other, talking about, nigga, you know who I opened up for? I opened the door for Oprah. I'm a better goddamn door opener for you than you, because I opened up the door for Oprah, goddammit. Have you ever opened up the door for Oprah? Hell no. All right then, goddammit. That's what that sounds like. Just because you open for somebody, that don't mean shit. Your long term should be headlining, selling out shows. Because to be honest with you, as a comedian, yeah, we want to be funny, but the business side of the shit, nigga, you got to be a draw. You got to be somebody that people want to come out and see. And if all you got to your to your credits is you opening up for a motherfucker, bro, you ain't going too far right now. Have you won any competitions? Have you been to any comedy festivals? Have you featured for somebody? Have you featured for one club? Like, and I'm not talking about no shit that one of your comedian friends put together. No, I'm actually talking about like a reputable comedy club that got a chain of comedy clubs around the nation. Have you headlined? Have you sold out shows? If you can't answer those questions, you ain't really did shit. If all you got to your name is all these motherfuckers that you open for, you ain't did shit. And that don't give you license to shit on other people because of the people you open for. And have you ever noticed that people who do win like comedy competitions or sell out shows or become headliners, 9 times out of 10, those dudes are humble? Because they understand that in entertainment, this shit ain't nothing promised in this game. You don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow as far as with this shit. The entertainment game, especially in comedy, boy, that shit can serve your ass the biggest humble pie and the quickness. So you might as well just stay that way. But the one way you can alienate yourself and become a enemy in this comedy game with the quickness is by being an amateur comedian that believe he's so arrogant because he done opened up for Bill Burr, or he done opened up for fucking Kevin Hart, or he done opened up for Cat Williams, or she done opened up for Lunel, or opened up for Louis C.K. I guess this podcast is about being humble, humility. And if you're an amateur comedian, to become likable, to not alienate yourself, to become a person that's well respected in your comedy community, be humble and not shit on nobody. Have fun with the. Now, if y'all, let me just say this: if y'all back and forth, y'all just talking shit and y'all ranking or joning on each other, however, whatever y'all want to call it, and it's all out of a spirit of fun. That's different. But if you going out your way, yeah, dog, so I did this last week, nigga. I had opened up for so-and-so, dog. Hell yeah, nigga, I'm on fire right now. Other comedians gonna look at you like, man, get the fuck out of here. If you're an amateur comedian and you trying to become a great one and you want to know how to move forward, be humble, man. Be humble, respect your peers, and you'll see a lot more doors open for you along the way. I just want to put this out there to help other comedians that want to help people that want to actually become comedians do this and take it seriously. Try to give you some kind of light down whatever pathway. So whatever topics you want me to touch on, or hell, if you want to even join in and do this with me, you can hit me on my email, milt2funny@gmail.com. That's MILT2funny@gmail.com. You can tweet me, hit me in my DMs. It's milt2funny, MILT2funny. You can hit me on my Instagram. The same thing, milt2funny, or you can hit me up on my Facebook, www.facebook.com/comedian Milton Hall, and tell me what you think I should talk about next to help young comedians know that they're going down the right path. All right? All right. This has been Comedian Milton Hall, and I'll holler.